Buckle up, Stranger Things fans, because, wow, do I have news for you. Good news is there will be a Stranger Things Season 5. The bad news is this might be its last. Here is everything, a Stranger Things 5 first look. So, in case you have been living under a rock, the craze of Stranger Things has developed to meet its remnant-based influences. Dungeons & Dragons, Kate Bush, Stephen King, and Nightmare on Elm Street are all mentioned. Yet, these allusions to the 1980s are really stylistic window dressing for a program that has always put its charming, original characters at the center of the spectacle. The adorable ensemble leading the way, including Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven, Joe Keery as everyone's favorite jock, Steve Harrington, and Finn Wolfhard as Mike Wheeler, have all achieved global superstardom. The show's creator, Matt and Ross Duffer, revealed in a letter that the 5th season of Stranger Things would be the final one in February of 2022. 7 years ago, we planned out the complete story arc for Stranger Things. At the time, we predicted that the story would last 4 to 5 seasons. It proved too large to tell in 4. But as you'll soon see for yourselves, we are now hurtling toward our finale. Season 4 will be the penultimate season. Season 5 will be the last. There are still many more exciting stories to tell within the world of Stranger Things. New mysteries, new adventures, new unexpected heroes. But first, we hope that you stay with us as we finish this tale of a powerful girl named Eleven and her brave friends, of a broken police chief and a ferocious mom, of a small town called Hawkins and an alternate dimension known only as the Upside Down. However, the Duffer Brothers also raise the point that even though Stranger Things may be ending, its universe won't. There are still many more exciting stories to tell within the world of Stranger Things. New mysteries, new adventures, new unexpected heroes. So what will happen in Stranger Things 5? Fortunately for us, most of the main characters survived Season 4, and they were present in the season's concluding scene. In light of this, it is reasonable to anticipate that the majority, if not the whole primary cast, will return for Season 5. Priah Ferguson as Erica, Natalia Dyer as Nancy, Charlie Heaton as Jonathan, Maya Hawke as Robin, Joe Keery as Steve, David Harper as Hopper, and Winona Ryder as Joyce are among the actors who played these characters, as well as Finn Wolfhard who plays Mike, Caleb McLaughlin that plays Lucas, Gaten Matarazzo who plays Dustin, and Noah Schnapp who plays Will. In Episode 9, we said goodbye to Joseph Quinn's character Eddie Munson, who died heroically in order to save his comrades and save his community. However, there are 2 other character fatalities from Volume 2 that may not be the ultimate nail-in-the-coffin deaths, as the Duffer Brothers indicated when they appeared on the Happy Sad Confused podcast after the conclusion. But we all know that Max's fate is still a bit unclear in the 2-part finale. Max fell victim to Vecna's curse, and he was declared legally dead for a full minute before Eleven used her supernatural abilities to restart her heart. Max is in a coma and in the hospital when we last saw her. Tragically, Eleven's attempts to get in touch with her by probing her thoughts go unanswered. Max's actor Sadie Sink opened out to Entertainment Weekly about the traumatic moment of Max's death and her character's future in the show after Volume 2's release. I'm not sure where we're going and what Max's state is. It's definitely all up in the air right now. I'm just as excited as everyone else to find out where Max is and how she's doing. One of the few things that I'm sure fans have been wondering about is whether Vecna will smash that like button. No, but seriously, will Vecna return for Season 5? Well, Vecna or Henry or One, whatever we want to call him. Actor Jamie Campbell Bower also hinted to a reappearance in Season 5 when he noted the scene in which Vecna should be dead but unexpectedly vanishes. Plus, Will's comment to Mike that he could still sense Vecna's presence through the finale is nearly evidence enough, even though Jamie hasn't yet said whether he'd agreed to return for additional seasons. While we're on the topic of characters, will there be new cast members entering Season 5? Well, the Duffer Brothers neither confirmed nor denied that. In an interview with IndieWire, they mentioned that the decision behind adding new characters into the show must always be intentional, and their part of the narrative must be integral, considering that they already have a great cast in the show, and adding a new character would take up some time away from one of the other actors, so they want to be careful about that. Ross and Matt continued by praising the performers who were added to the show after season 1, such as Joseph Quinn, Sadie Sink, Maya Hawke, and Dacre Montgomery, for their versatility and performances. The Duffer Brothers acknowledged that new characters might introduce fresh ideas, just as new story devices or new creatures to face, despite the fact that they avoid introducing numerous new core characters in a given scene. So even if the Duffer Brothers try their best to refrain from adding new characters, they do like to shake things up and tweak the plot. So who knows? It makes it reasonable that the Stranger Things writers would want to prevent fans from feeling cheated by the series finale, given the limited time that they have left with the original Hawkins bunch. This suggests that Stranger Things 5 might feature a new resident, but don't put too much stock in it. So what will Stranger Things 5 be about? The Hawkins gang's ultimate journey will likely be followed in Stranger Things 5, as they collaborate to solve their biggest mystery to date: how to finally vanquish Vecna. The Duffer Brothers already disclosed to TV Line that a time jump will occur. They also revealed to Collider that the final season setting would predominantly be Hawkins and the Upside Down, rather than Russia, California, and Indiana. The brothers have also stated in numerous interviews that the primary goal of Season 5 will be to debunk the Upside Down narrative and finally address concerns that have persisted since Season 1. And speaking of time jump, between November 1983 and the start of the 4th season in March of 1986, 3 years have passed in total for Stranger Things. So far, considering that each new season has advanced by around 1 year, the 5th and final season will probably take place sometime in 1987, unless they deviate from tradition. The Duffer Brothers have also made it clear that while they don't know exactly how this final season will pan out, they do know how it will finish. The brothers have confirmed that they have already finished an outline for Season 5, and it has already been pitched to Netflix, and Netflix actually responded to it well. I guess we just have to really buckle up for what these two are about to throw at us in the next season. Now, for the million-dollar question: when is the release date? Although a release date hasn't been set in stone, the time between seasons and the previous ones may offer some clues as to when to anticipate the 5th installment. The coronavirus pandemic caused a delay in the 4th season's filming, which resulted in a 3-year gap between seasons 3 and 4. The 1st and 2nd seasons were released in July 2016 and October 2017, respectively, with the 3rd season following nearly 2 years later in July of 2019. The release timeline indicates that Season 5 will be available at the earliest in late 2023, assuming no further pandemics occur before filming on the 5th season ever begins. It could be a better bet to wait until